Just like there's a hat for every occasion, there is a bike for every occasion. And we're going to talk about another one of those today. So let's get on topic. Hey everybody, it's Thomas with Get Out Arizona, and you are watching another exciting episode of Bicycle Showcase on Toolbox Topic. I'm joined again today by my co-host Brandon Van Leuven. Brandon, how the hell are ya?
Groovy.
Nice. And we're once again in Trek Bicycle Store of West Phoenix in Goodyear, Arizona, where the cool kids hang out, and me. And if you hear any noise in the background today, that's because Mike is putting together bikes. That's right, they got a shipment in, so he's feverishly putting those things together to get them out on the floor so you guys could come in and check them out and hopefully take one home for yourself. Before we get started though, I do want to give a shout out to all the guys and gals at the Tour de Force. This year was the 20th anniversary, Tour de Force 2021. Wearing the hoodie, it's finally kind of chilly enough in the morning to wear one.
That's cozy.
Yeah, it is, just enough. So I love those guys and gals. They do a lot of great work through the entire year. We come together in September to ride 280 miles. Well, they ride 280 miles. I just take photos of them. Poor bastards. But it's a great time. It's a whole lot of fun, and I'm already looking forward towards next year. So, that being said, Brandon, it's another bike showcase, man. This is a pretty snazzy paint job on this bike.
This is pretty, isn't it?
It is.
That fade? I love fades.
Man, I bet you do. Fade up there. What else do you love, Brandon? Oh, come on now. Don't look that way. You got the beard going. You just need a mustache, my Freddie Mercury.
Maybe for Halloween.
Maybe for Halloween. Good stuff. All right, all seriousness aside. So this is the Remedy 8. Tell us about this bike, Brandon, because I don't know anything about it.
Like I always say, there's a certain tool. All these bikes, they're all the right tool for the right job. Mm-hmm. And this one certainly fits a certain rider. And this one is catered more towards that more aggressive downhill rider.
Okay.
Maybe not the racer guy, but a guy that likes to go for locally South Mountain, likes to go to the top of National and bomb it down.
Okay.
And you have the Remedy above this one. This one is still a little bit more efficient than the Remedy, but still super aggressive for the downhill. This is the Remedy 8, like you said. It's a longer travel bike than the last bikes that we've introduced. 160 millimeters in the front, 150 millimeters in the back.
Oh, wow, that is a lot.
So it's a long travel bike. A little bit more raked out to some of the other ones that we've had before. Okay. So it's a little more stable. And the main thing being, I think this is our last bike that we have in the lineup with 27.5-inch wheels.
Okay.
So
and I was about to ask
difference.
about that. So this has 27.5-inch wheels. What makes this one more geared towards downhill? Is it because it's 27.5 instead of 29, or is it because the frame geometry, or a combination of both?
A combination of both, absolutely. Like I said, it does a little bit wider wheelbase than some of the previous bikes that we've showcased. But that 27.5-inch wheel is definitely more aggressive in the fact that it's more playful. It's for that guy that likes to get off the ground and not have all that rolling momentum. Okay. That's spinning in the air. Also, it's a faster handling wheel platform. Okay. So 29s are great for efficiency and overall speed. 27.5 is what we call a more playful wheel.
Okay. So this is going to spool up a lot easier.
Spool up faster, and it's a faster handling wheel. Okay. For sure.
So for a rider like me and what I ride, this bike necessarily wouldn't suit my style.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Yeah. I think you do great with the fuels. I think that's perfect for what you do.
Right.
That cross country, that all round riding, the fuels
get some downhill and get some flats and stuff like that.
Okay. I could see someone taking this bike to Snow Summit, taking this up to a ski lift and bombing down on that. But it's also very, it's
so kind of like almost for
pedalable.
Right. But this would be kind of like the bike parks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of jumps and stuff like that, and it's got to be nimble and quick and agile to hit those corners and stuff.
Like I always say, there's a pro and con to all these bikes. Right. And for this one, the pro is that downhill, fast, aggressive downhill. The con is it's not the most efficient bike out there. It's going to make you work a little more if you want to do your 20, 30 miles and cross country. Yeah. You're going to work a little bit harder on the Remedy.
Gotcha.
But typically that type of guy is not going to do those longer rides.
Yeah,
he wants
to
a shuttle and he wants to bomb down.
Okay. Got it. So this one being the Remedy 8, how many bikes are there in the Remedy line, and how do they differ, and where does this one fall in? We've talked about some bikes that hit that sweet spot for value. And then we've had some, that are kind of up on the upper echelon and everything with some great upgrades. Where does this one sit in the Remedy family? And what other models are there?
This is our top of the line aluminum bike.
Okay.
I always think that anything with an 8 on it in the Trek lineup is the best bang for your buck.
Okay.
Unless you really want to get carbon.
And that's aluminum, though.
It's aluminum.
And going, so like the Fuel 9.8 is an aluminum, where the Fuel 8, or
anything
carbon
with a
fiber,
9, anything with a point in it has carbon fiber.
has
in the
carbon
Trek
fiber,
lineup.
but the 8 would be the aluminum ones.
Top of the line aluminum. Platinum,
Okay.
alpha platinum aluminum on there. Again, hydroformed. All these things are going to be hydroformed aluminum.
Okay.
So again, what we have is a thicker aluminum where we need the thickness, and then it thins out so that we can save some weight and also give the bike a little bit better ride quality. So it's all it's all very well engineered and very well thought out.
Now, I don't have my glasses on, so I don't know what group this has on there, but I was assuming it's somewhere in the realm of an XT.
This is a GX bike.
This is a GX bike.
I
Okay.
forget. I didn't look at it. That looks like a GX Eagle.
Okay. Well, hey, and I can vouch for the quality of the GX Eagle. I have that on my my Rail 7. So
1x12, 1052 drivetrain. So that's our widest range we can get on here.
I'm stealing this cassette, by the way, guys. So I can't wait for mine to come in. No, I'm not.
Somewhere on a ship out there somewhere.
in the port. Christ. Okay. So this has a Tram GX, Tram hydraulic brakes then.
Right, and big ones too. Big old guides on there with a 230 millimeter rotor on the front, so a lot of stopping power.
Nice. Well, imagine if it was geared for downhill, you definitely want that. So.
And those other aggressive features on this bike, obviously we get the dropper pulse, so you can drop that, get a lower center of gravity, get a little more, be able to move your body around the bike a little more, and Trek's knock block on here, so when you tomahawk this thing, hopefully that knock block stays intact, you don't fall too hard, and it saves the frame from any damage from the wheel, the handlebar coming around.
Now, here's my 2 cents on the knock block. I think it's a great idea, but for me, sometimes doing the switchbacks when I got to get that little extra turn, I can't because it stopped me. And I've seen some crazy guys, I shouldn't say crazy, more skilled mountain bikers than me. They'll kind of do like a slight endo to get that back tire off, to get that. I'm not that guy. I'm not that talented. Okay. So yeah, I would say that would be the only downfall to that knock block. But the handful of times that I've eaten shit hard downhill, it has stopped those handlebars from swinging around and really effing me up. Help. So it does do its job for sure. But
it does good. And I have to be honest, I've seen people break this thing. I've seen them crash so hard that thing breaks inside there and it does swing around. It has a limit to, to how bad you can auger yourself.
Right. Super amount of travel. Lightweight. I've actually picked this thing up. It's very lightweight. You've got an amazing group on here that really doesn't need to be upgraded. I mean, the Tram GX is a solid group.
Solid. It is.
So out of the box,
for your buck.
out of the box, you're ready to go tear it up and not have to worry about upgrades or replacements or anything like that. Now,
not on this bike. Again, for me, all these trike bikes, when we're at the 8, the cockpit always could use. I think they could always use something just a little flashier in the cockpit. For me, that's just me being weird.
Remember, Brandon's got a white seat on his bike too.
Anything else on here, I think I could live with for a very long time. But I would do something a little bit nicer for that stem bar combo. Maybe some carbon in the bar, and then something just a little bit flashier in the stem. Although it is knock block, so you are limited to what you can get on there.
Right.
But otherwise, it's very doable. I can live with it.
What's the price point on this one? I'm saying probably close to $4,000.
It is $4,099.99.
Yeah, I'm good.
Very good.
So now, for the person who may be interested in the Remedy but doesn't have 4 large to drop, but still would like this similar geometry, 27 stuff like that. Right. You have a Remedy 7.
There's a 7 below this one.
Now, is there a 6 as well, or just the 7?
7. Don't quote me on that one. I think
Come on,
it's just
bike
7.
nerds, here's your time to
It's
comment.
just 7, and then I only do this every day. So.
Right. Or if you did want to go super flash and go carbon, you would just get a Remedy.
In the 9 series.
In the 9 series. So okay.
And then you have the opportunity with this through Project One to also make your own Remedy if you want.
That's called bourbon, ladies and gentlemen.
Choose your colors, choose your group, choose all the parts you want on Project One, and you can certainly build your own monster there.
Absolutely. Availability on these, Brandon. I mean, everybody's got to know.
Getting better. It depends on what size and color you want.
Okay.
We did get lucky and got this one in a appropriate size for most people, but
and this is
still,
a large.
This one is a large.
Large.
Correct.
Okay.
Still tough getting bikes.
Okay. So we're looking minimum several weeks out, possibly several months, depending on the bike.
Weeks are, I mean, if I tell people that we're weeks out, that's good news.
Okay.
We still could potentially be a year out for some of these bikes.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks.
Once again, depending on the size and color you want, it could potentially be a year out or more.
So, I mean, keep that in mind. If you're just wanting something reliable, something you could bang on the downhills that isn't going to leave you stranded, and you're not choosy about the color, but obviously you want the right size, you could get it a lot faster if you wanted something, you know, that wasn't, you know, olive drab with fluorescent pink trim or something like that. You might be waiting a little bit longer. But you do have this one available here at the shop.
Yeah.
Now, is this a bike that is also at Copper State Bike and Hike for demo?
We do. We have Remedy 8s up there as well.
Okay, so keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. If you're
try it out.
considering getting a Remedy 8 or any of the Remedy bikes for that matter, whether it's the carbon or the aluminum one, you can check out Copper State Bike and Hike in Estrella, and they'll be able to set you up. And remember, even if you don't have a bike rack for your vehicle, they have those as well. So you could take it out for a couple days, see if this is the one for you, and then go ahead and make your order. Or if this one's still available, come on down and pick this one up.
Give it a dance.
Is there anything else you want to add about this bike, Brandon, before we close this segment out?
The last thing is, they did a nice job of speccing you with some very aggressive XR4s on this bike. They're super beefy. They're really wide. People that come in comment like this thing looks like a motorcycle. It's those guys that ride motocross and stuff. They love this bike because they're really good at bicycle handling and they're really good at aggressive riding. But they love the look of these big tires, the big aggressive tires with a lot of traction. Tubeless, of course.
Right.
So you take that tube out of there and
So now are these tubeless ready?
Everything's ready to go tubeless on this bike.
So it comes with a tube, but you just have to add the sealant. So
I don't even think they're coming with tubes anymore. At this level, you're not even going to get a tube.
Just add the sealant and you're ready to go.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, there's another great thing to keep in mind. So, super. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. If you are someone who loves the downhill, loves just to go at the seat of your pants and throw caution into the wind, this could very much well be the bike for you. But if you are that person, actually, if you're any rider, road or mountain, just remember to wear your safety gear, your helmet, pads when appropriate, protect all your parts and everything like that. This past Tuesday, I was doing Mesquite Canyon and Goat Camp. Yeah. Let's just say my rubes are bruised. They were bruised by the time I got home. And there was one, oops, and yeah. But the safety gear did its job and everything, so bumps and bruises were minimal as far as that goes. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, there you have it. So a few things as we close this one out. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon. It not only helps out this video a great deal, but it helps out the channel, and you'll be kept informed of all our new videos when they go live. I'd like to thank Brandon once again, thank you, and Trek Bicycle Store of West Phoenix in Goodyear, Arizona for hosting Get Out Arizona's Toolbox Topic every week. We're not sponsored by them. They don't give us any money or anything like that. It's just a bike shop, a local bike shop that we believe in. I've been doing business here for 5 years, so I can't say enough good things about them. And I really appreciate their willingness to help out with this endeavor. Don't forget to also check out the link for Copper State Bike and Hike. If you're interested in a bike or you're just looking to get away for the weekend and rent a bike, they have you covered with most road bikes and mountain bikes. Comfort bikes sometimes. Not so much?
Not so much right now. We have a couple of townies.
Okay,
so bikes,
there you go.
That's about it for the comfort segment.
So they got a fairly good selection and everything like that, so you could check one out just for the weekend, or if you're looking to try to figure out and dial in what bike is going to work best for you, there's a great opportunity, and the link's going to be down below as well. We also have our links to our social media, Facebook and Instagram, where you can keep up on all the day-to-day affairs with Get Out Arizona and check out what we're doing and see what's coming up on the horizon, including group hikes and group rides. All right, that being said, guys, Have a fantastic day. I know you'll see this whenever it airs. I mean, today is the 14th, so sometime next week maybe, around the 21st, I guess it would be. So yeah, when you're watching this, have a fabulous day. And remember what we always say, be kind to yourself and others. Be amazing stewards out on that trail. And we have to ask, what are you waiting for?
Just say no. Get out, Arizona.
Man. See what I got to deal with, guys? All right, guys. Have a great one. We'll see you on the next episode. Brandon, thank you as always,
We'll see
buddy.
you next time.
All right.